So this is the Beasy Baybie podcast, episode 2, and today I got a guest. Drag On is in the building. Well, not in the building, but he here. What up, Drag On?
Yo, what's good? What's going on? What's going on?
Man, I'm excited to have you here on the podcast today because number one, I listened to you growing up and I was a fan, and I still am a follower on Instagram and I follow what you do now, so I admire you and wanted to take a moment to kind of talk to you so that people that are fans like myself can kind of get, up to date on what you're doing now. If you're unfamiliar with Drag On had hits. I mean, definitely been on the billboards. Was number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart with Opposite of H2O. That was his debut album. Second album was Hell and Back. He has his own label. Also was in the movie Exit Wounds, Cradle to the Grave. Hits like Down Bottom, No Love for Me. Man, your net worth is crazy. I'm trying to get there. But you're definitely out here doing a thing. But I want to talk to people about who Drag On is. Like, damn the artist. Who is Drag On the man?
Drag on the man is Mel Jason Smalls. You know what I'm trying to say? That's my real name. And you know what I mean? I am a father. I am a great father. I love my daughter to pieces. You know what I'm trying to say? And and I'm definitely having fun raising her. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about this music. You know what I'm trying to say? I never left the studio. You know what I mean? Just a lot of people work have to get straight. A lot of stuff is straight. Everything is good. I'm just working. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm a humble dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really about my business, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at the end of the day, I am a great father to my daughter. You know what I mean? And
how old is she?
Me. She's 11.
Oh, you haven't hit the teenage years yet. That's when it gets real.
Yeah, I know. She about to be 12 in 2 months, too, January.
Ooh, Lord.
You know what I mean? So, she already getting there real close.
I got 4 daughters, and I'm telling you, they're like the best thing in the world. And then when they turn into teenagers, you don't know who the hell it is anymore. Like, they're whole different people.
Yeah, for real.
So you grew up in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Talk about the difference, from growing up in the Bronx. What did you grow up with a silver spoon? Did you grow up in the hood?
I grew up the same way a lot of people grew up. You know what I mean? Real. You know what I mean? Like my area was real tough. You know what I'm trying to say? My pops was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I pretty much had to fend for myself. You know what I mean? I'm born and raised in the Bronx, though my family is from the South. They're from Miami, Florida. But I was born and raised in the Bronx, so I'm a real Bronx dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm from Bronxdale Projects. I'm from the first section. You know what I'm trying to say? But I represent first, second, and third. You know what I'm trying to say? And
do you think that having that type of beginning gives you more hustle, allows you to withstand or overcome more than maybe somebody that wasn't brought up like that? Like, what do you attribute your success, or do you think that being raised into those conditions have helped you more than they've hurt you?
It definitely. Well, I'll say. It's 60% helped me and 40% hurt me. You know what I'm trying to say? But the 40% is what made me get the 60%. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel as though if I didn't go through what I went through before I got signed and became a professional artist, you know what I'm trying to say? And if I didn't go through what I went through, it's like me going through what I went through as an artist. Oh, trust me, my career probably would have been over in about 2005. You know what I'm trying to say? But because I was brought up and I was brought up underneath that cloth that was taught to weather the storm. You know what I'm trying to say? I was able to weather the storm and get everything back right. And pretty much probably made the biggest, longest comeback out of any rapper ever. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like right now it's just, like I pretty much, think that I actually been through what I've been through in the past. One while, because it made me resilient to what I had to go through. You know what I'm trying to say? As an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, so being resilient and being in the game as long as you have, because you got decades under your belt now. What do you
Yeah.
think is the difference between 90s hip hop and today's hip hop?
Today's hip hop rappers are allowed to take control of their own destiny. They are allowed to control what content comes out. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like yes, I know a lot of people, they don't like the new industry, I guess. You know what I mean? But I kind of like it because now it's more people that are actually artists that actually are in control of other artists. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact, I mean, like you got let's say Maybach Music. You feel what I'm trying to say? I love the fact that Meek Mills is a super dope artist and he is signed to another super dope artist that came out underneath another super dope artist, which is Rick Ross. Like, I like that artists are now in control of things versus people that don't do music or don't really have the passion for it. They just love the money that come out of it. You know what I mean? Like be in control of it. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Right.
I love the independency. Like right now, the rap game is at its most high of independency, and I love it.
So the artists, as you said, have a little bit more control now because they can get hits on the internet and be making pennies on a dollar on with downloads. So they do have the control there. What do you say about hip hop itself, the bars, the lyrical content, the way that hip hop has evolved?
The way that hip hop has evolved is a little crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't agree with it all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that's just, I'd be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And they still be putting it out. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not really mad at the artists that are putting out all that doo-doo ass music. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I mean, like me, like I'd be mad at the people that actually put it on platforms that this song ain't supposed to be on. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what be, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like they'll play a fire record and then go right into some old dumb shit with some new dude dancing around and all. You know what I mean? Looking crazy. So you know what I mean? I don't really be mad at the artists one while because they trying to make it. They trying to eat. So it's like you could never hate on somebody that's trying to come up.
Right.
But I be mad at the platforms that are already up and know better. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yo, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they got their platforms, they got their internet, but you put it on platforms with legends. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the part that kind of irritates me a little bit. But other than that, you know what I mean? I ain't really too mad at the game. You know what I'm trying to worry. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I love that these new artists is able to just upload something without having to feel the pressure of trying to get a deal, or you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a serious pressure. Like, now you control what you want to do. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, if I want to drop an album next week, I can. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So, yeah.
So, all right. How explain to me how difficult it's been. Like, have you ever wanted to give up? You've been in the game a while. You had your highs and your lows, I'm sure. Has there ever been a time where you said, man, to hell with this. I'm done with rapping. I'm done with music. I'm out of the game.
Yeah, well, not all the way where I actually said it, but I definitely was feeling it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I was actually feeling it, thinking that it was something that the Lord was sending me signs, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this is not for you, or maybe you might need to, you know what I'm saying? But I was just reading the signs wrong.
So explain that because, I'm a follower of Christ too. So sometimes, you get to the crossroad and you don't know right from left. Talk about how you were able to discover what God was really telling you so that you weren't reading the signs wrong.
Yeah, see, what I was able to discover was that the Lord wasn't telling me to stop music. He was actually just trying to tell me to stop doing what I was doing while I was doing the music.
Okay, elaborate.
Yeah, like like, you know what I mean, like my team who I had with me when I first started in this game was horrible. You know what I'm trying to say? And I kind of like knew that, but me being the loyal person that I am, you know what I'm trying to say, being all extra Capricornish, I didn't, you know what I'm saying, know how to let go. You know what I'm trying to say? Just let go and let God. You know what I'm trying to say? And then I really didn't have God in my life as much at that time too, as well too. So it was like a bunch of different signs that he, that he gave me that I was just not looking at, like, that I was just not looking at it the right way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it was a bunch of different things that I was supposed to be doing that I just wasn't doing. You know what I'm trying to say?
How important has God been, since the shift? Since you put God in your life and since you gave him his rightful place, how important of a role has he played in, what you do on a daily?
He's played 100%. I'm talking about he is everything right now. You know what I'm trying to say? Everything I got right now, like, I can't just say I grinded for it. You know what I'm trying to say? I can actually say I prayed for this. You know what I'm trying to say? I prayed that he put me in a better, in a better predicament. In every situation I was in, I always prayed, God, please put me in a better predicament, just a little better than this situation right here, so that way I could be able to do this. And everything I prayed for every day and really had that faith and really believe in him, it actually came to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he played the most majorest role, you know what I'm trying to say, as far as in my life and in my daughter's life. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he, it's not a day go by that I don't think about the Lord, say something to him, make a gesture to him, or pray to him. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like he's a major factor in my life right now. Major.
What's next for Drag On?
Next for Drag On is definitely get back into the movies. You know what I'm saying? Me and Baltimore Snoop from The Wire and Love and Hip Hop, we just shot a movie and all that, so we got that dropping top of 2020. You know what I'm saying? I also got BOF4, that project dropped in 2020, and then I also have another project dropping too after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely getting back into the movie stuff and stuff like that. And then I'm actually thinking about starting a clothing line and stuff like that too. Well, you know what I'm saying? But it's a few things that I'm working on that's outside of music.
Okay, so the movie, is that going to be like Netflix, download, Amazon, in theaters? Where can we find it at?
They said that it's gonna be in theaters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Really, I'm hoping that it just go to Netflix and all that, because I just feel as though Netflix is more popular than movie theaters. You know what I'm saying? People is, way more relaxed. They get to be in their house, really enjoy the movie and stuff like that. But any platform that's gonna be on, I definitely appreciate it, because I'm definitely getting back into that. You know what I mean? I did that movie right there to definitely get my feet wet. About to shoot 2 more other joints. So it's like we just back working, you know what I mean? Definitely gonna be back on the big screen and stuff like that, and really just getting my music back in perspective. You know what I'm trying to say? That's just the main factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, since my comeback, I know a lot of people noticed that I haven't been going too hard with the iTunes and the Spotify and the Tidal and stuff like that. Like, really, I was just trying to dig myself out my grave first. You know what I'm trying to say? That was like the main. Like the main focus. But my next projects, I promise that everybody what I say, because I get a bunch of DMs like, yo, Drag, what's up? Yo, you only got wave hoppers and he ain't real. Like, I only got like 2 joints that I put out last year just to see how the Spotify worked. But I was just really just trying to build up the buzz enough and dig myself out the grave. So now we definitely finna focus on Spotify and stuff like that. I definitely got a bunch of singles coming out next year, you know what I mean, for 2020, you know what I mean, on top of the year too. So, you know what I mean, it's right around the corner. We ain't playing with them.
A lot of celebrities are coming out and being more transparent about whether or not they've suffered any type of mental illness. And I myself suffer from PTSD and anxiety. I've had bouts with depression. Have you ever experienced any of those things? And if so, how did you deal with them?
Yeah, I've suffered from depression because of my stuttering problem, but that was another thing that I had. I mean, signs that I was just ignoring. You know what I'm trying to say? I was supposed to then go get that fixed. You know what I'm trying to say? So now I've been working on it. I've been doing a bunch of research on it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just been working on my speech and everything. You know what I mean? Because I never really did. You know what I mean? Like any real big interviews, I used to always turn them down, or not really turn them down, but avoid them. So that way it won't even come up and stuff like that. And I did that for years. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? All the way up until I just decided to go on Sway and just let everybody just hear how I really be talking. And everybody was shocked, but I felt good about it because, I mean, it was something that I was hiding. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I'm able to speak a lot much better and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But, the only people that really knew that I really had a real bad stuttering problem was like, you know what I'm saying, was the artists that I worked with from the past, you know what I mean? Or anybody that grew up with me or know me, you know what I'm saying?
You would never know that from the way, I mean, the way you spit your bars. It's almost impossible to believe that you have a stuttering problem.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. You can ask anybody that know me, they'll tell you, drag can't, you know what I mean? But drag sound a lot better now. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So that's why, you know what I mean? Like this is actually like the highest tone that I can talk. And this is actually how fast that I can talk right here, you know what I mean? Because I don't normally talk like this. I be talking fast, higher pitched tone. And that's where the shit comes in at, you know what I mean? But I've been practicing, that like I'm practicing right now. And I'm keeping it on my mind, so that's why I'm not stuttering right now.
That's dope, man. Congratulations. How did you, speaking of the depression that was related to your stuttering, how did you get out of that hole? Because depression is a pit. So how did you get yourself out of that pit? I understand that you learned practices to deal with the stuttering, but how did you deal with the depression?
The depression was the stuttering. You feel what I'm trying to say? No, I didn't do what a lot of people do, go get medicine and go get pills and stuff like that. Nah. I just, like my whole thing, like I tweet about this all the time. Is, us as people, we come, especially people that come from the struggle, you know what I'm trying to say, we automatically have a strong mind. So it's like we just have to like wake up and realize like, yo, you know what, I have to stop hiding, I have to stop doing that. And once I started working on the actual problem, it actually took me out of that dark zone of not feeling, you know what I'm saying, confident in myself, word I'm saying, because it takes the confidence away from you. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like once I learned that, you know what I mean, it kind of, like bring my confidence up, and confidence will lift you about that dark spot. You know what I'm trying to say? If you have a strong mind and you really want to, you know what I mean, so, and I have a passion for what I do, and speaking is a lot, has a lot to do with it. So it's like I had to get up out that zone, and I had to do it because it was actually hurting me. You know what I'm trying to say? Not being on different platforms. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? Like just 2 years ago, if you would have asked me for this interview, I would have been nervous. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I would have seen your message and probably contact you back like 2 weeks later, knowing that you mad and now you don't really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? and that's just how I was moving. You know what I'm trying to say, with everybody. So now I had to, and I'm not going to front this, like deep down I knew what I was doing too. So it was making me feel like, you know what I mean? Like just not confident in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's, that played a part with the signs. Like, yo, is this a sign that I'm just not, like, nah, you know, this is, you feel what I'm trying to say? If I accomplish what I already accomplished already, then of course this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You feel what I'm trying to say? I done, been with a record label that sold over 60 million. I done sold millions of records and shot 2 big movies. You feel what I'm trying to say? But, you know what I mean? So it's like, I definitely had to take all of that in consideration.
Right. All right, before we wrap up here, is there anything else you want my listeners to know, your fans to know?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, drag_on1. That way you be the first to, see my music, hear my music again, see what I'm doing. Log on to hoodenvironment.com, Oh, and subscribe to my YouTube, Fireman Drag, all one word. The YouTube got all my new music, all my new freestyles, all my new projects, everything is up there, you know what I'm saying? So, you already know what it is. Drag, I'm back, bars is going crazy. Look, I just dropped part 30 a few weeks ago. I'm about to drop part 31 probably this Monday right here coming. Like, we ain't going to play with them.
All right, Drag, thank you so much for the opportunity, man. It's been real. I've enjoyed you, and I've definitely learned some things about you, so I definitely appreciate it.
You already know. Thank you so much for having me on your show, man, for real. I really appreciate it.